Looking at the papers this morning, there is a headline on The Guardian. Supermarkets are coming up with contingency plans to deal with possible panic buying. So at 8:24 on Radio Wales Breakfast, let's see what the effect of that could be. We'll speak to retail analyst Kate Hardcastle. Morning, Kate.
Hello, good morning.
I suppose the main thing is that with only 39 cases in the UK so far, there seems very little reason for people to be panic buying, but still the shops seem to be preparing for it.
Well, these contingency plans are in place throughout the year. They're there constantly, and they are there to try and help organisations that we're reliant on for our food provision to keep us going. So they can't always imagine why they're going to have to put those plans into effect or what might have caused it. But the contingency plans are being drawn into a greater detail now by the supermarkets to make sure that we all get fed.
So how does it work then with supermarkets getting supplies in? So say we did see a sudden increase in the number of cases and people rushed to the shops just in case that they had to, isolate themselves. Would shops be able to cope with that?
Yes, but what you would see in the main as a consumer to start with is you would start to lose the variety of products to make sure they can get the quantity of products they need. So you won't see the vast arrays of different food types and different types of brands in there. It will be very much a case of substance has got to be there over any amount of brand choice that you might wish to have. And that's a mild frustration in the plan that they have to start dealing with. And bearing in mind, these plans have to go right the way through to understanding how they might even have to protect their depots to protect provisions should things get incredibly serious, then it makes sense that they're going to bring in those plans very gradually.
And I suppose the thing at the moment, Kate, is who knows how the outbreak is going to go. But I imagine people will say over the last few months, the supermarkets were saying they were doing exactly the same thing for Brexit. So it's not like they're not used to planning for this kind of thing.
Exactly. There are people in those organisations with the title of contingency planner, manager, director, and they're there to think about all different alternates in terms of maybe if it's just one type of food where there might be some issue with one food supply, maybe a meat or a dairy product. They've got to make sure that the supermarkets keep running and that we're provided alternates. And I think at the moment, what we've got is no need for panic buying, just buying sensibly and buying what you really need.
Yeah, exactly. And I suppose in every crisis, there is an opportunity for somebody to make money. Do you think the retailers will be affected by the outbreak? Will they be looking at their profits?
People will always look to profiteer in opportunities, but the grocery market sector are a responsible provider to the consumer. They build brands that are there to last a lifetime, and I think they wouldn't be the ones that would be looking to try and see the opportunity in this because they know they've got to build those relationships with consumers. And not too long ago, we were talking about the big challenges our supermarkets have faced because of the disruptors in the marketplace like Aldi and Lidl. So I think they would be foolish if they were to use this as anything other than an opportunity to show how well planned they are, how very calm they are, and how reassuring they are to a public that might be a little bit concerned.
And what do you make of then there has been pictures of supermarket shelves completely empty of things like hand sanitizer, people buying up antibacterial soap. And when you read this in the papers and it says the supermarkets are coming up with contingency plans, it sounds really scary. So what's your take on this to consumers and customers? Is it something to worry about, do you think?
I totally understand why any consumer seeing those types of images would have some type of alarm. But bearing in mind that you see empty shelves the day before Christmas and at big peak periods where the supermarkets just close down for one day, it just could be that the stock is moving faster than they've got the shelves stocked back up. Or yes, that maybe certain amounts of products are in short supply for that particular organisation. That doesn't mean to say it's not in the warehouse. It doesn't mean to say it's available elsewhere. I think if we're all as calm as we can be about it, what it'll lead to is making sure there's fair provision for all. And what the supermarkets will start to bring in, if they don't feel that people are buying fairly, is they will limit the quantities that you can actually buy for your family. So they'll make that to a sensible amount, but something that will be there to try and get product for everyone.